I'm here with Frost, the drummer from Satyricon. Welcome in Belgium.
Thank you.
It probably isn't your first time here in Belgium, is it?
It isn't the first time, but it's the first time as a festival band. I've played no festivals here before, so I hope to see a lot of crazy Belgians out there tonight.
It's already crazy out there. So did you check some bands already, or did you just arrive?
No, it isn't that long since we arrived.
Okay, like what's different from playing, for example, in Belgium than playing in Norway or even in your hometown?
It's a bit hard to tell since I don't have that many reference points. We played Belgium last time in 2003, I guess.
Okay. Just any other country outside?
And then we did a club show, and I remember it was very good, but it's not enough for me to really tell the difference because we have been playing a variety of different shows in Norway. We just played at an outdoor free festival in front of 100,000 people, and we've done several club shows, and our hometown is there, So we have had very many different experiences with different kinds of crowds in Norway. Well, in Belgium, we have always met the hardcore metal crowd, and that will take a new turn tonight. But before that, it's really hard to tell.
Yeah, it's just different. Not really. The one thing isn't better than the other.
As for now, that's all I can say. I hope I can tell you that the Belgian crowd is really outstanding after this tonight show. Yeah. We'll wait and see.
Okay, cool. I'm really looking forward to it, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
The special thing about Satyricon is, of course, you're only with two people, you and Setter.
We are two people, but when traveling around like this, we are a live band. We are a six-man unit, and we feel that this is really a band as well. This is the live band Satyricon as opposed to the studio band. Yeah. And all of us are members more than just a constellation of Satyr and me and some session musicians.
So you've always been pushing the boundaries with Satyricon, like expanding the black metal genre, if I can say that?
We do, but I also feel that it is very important. It's even necessary for that to happen, because the way black metal was created was in a very creative, innovative way. Even Venom were creative, but then when they did their stuff back then, and I think that they had a pretty innovative time of their career when they did their four first albums, and I think Celtic Frost were even more so. That goes for Battery as well. So in the birthdays of the genre, lots of things were happening. There was a constant development, and just think of what happened between Morbid Tales in '84 and then Into the Pandemonium just a couple of years later. It was like a revolution. Yeah. But I think that this kind of music has to innovate itself all the time while still maintaining some strong roots, and that's exactly what Satyricon are doing.
So does it still mean anything to you if kids come up to you and say like, "Oh man, I started the band because of Satyricon"?
It does. It is not my driving force or anything, but still, I think it's a positive thing if we can influence them, and especially if we can influence them in a good way and make them actually come up with something.
When I listen to Now Diabolical, it seems like you guys wanted to write songs that were more straightforward than Volcano.
Definitely.
Is that, yeah?
I think we started on that path with Volcano, and we saw that it worked, and we took it more or less all the way, and we tried to, make each song represent a very strong idea and make it come across as strongly and hardly as possible. Like, not all of these layers of music that are more or less just covering up the whole musical message, but just putting it there as straight as possible, but also with a certain, finesse and elegance and all that. But
like
still,
horns, for example.
I think that they were necessary to create that rather strange dark feeling that you couldn't create with guitars and basses and drums alone. We needed the horns for that, and Satyricon have always fancied the idea of using them. We actually played a little with that thought when recording the Forest Is My Throne demo. So we used synthesized horn then, but in 2006 we could use the real shit, and it sounds a lot better and sounds very correct, I think.
Last question then. You've been around or Satyricon has been around for 14 years, if I'm correct. Do you still have any goals, anything you want to achieve?
Well, I would definitely say so. I still think that Satyricon will reach higher than we have done so far, and in every meaning and aspect of the word. We will expand, and what we will concentrate on is to satisfy our own musical taste, you know, all the time, and there will always be this will to get better, to improve, to learn from experiences, to learn from mistakes, and take with you what you have gained, you know, all that, and that was our driving force in '90s.